Hey y'all, it's Camille, your editing expert. No, I'm not doing one of my traditional videos that you guys have been seeing as of late, but I did want to come on here and share some information because I've gotten tons of questions about publishing. Okay, whether they should go with a traditional publishing company or a self publishing. And I just want to let you guys know that there are several different types of publishing options out there. I'm going to share with you guys a few of them, and I'm going to start with the traditional. So, with traditional companies, think like HarperCollins, Zondervan, Penguin, stuff like that, the big publishing houses that you've heard about your whole life, right? With those companies, it's hard to get them. You have to have a very, very compelling manuscript to get in with them, all right? There are some pros and cons. They are very well known, they do very good work, and so typically if they take your manuscript it's because they think it's going to sell, right? But you have very little creative control over your work. So you give them the manuscript, they will take care of everything from the cover design to editing to formatting, marketing, print, distribution, you name it, right? And you have very little say so because it carries their name and they have a very prestigious name. And then there are some things with the pay that's a little bit different. So they may give you an advance if they really think your book is going to sell. And then you don't collect royalties until all of that is paid back. So there are some pros and cons to that because your book very, very well could sell very well. And so that wouldn't make a big difference in the end. And let me just say this, if you're writing a book to get rich, you're probably in the wrong business. Just want to put that out there. But anyway, so another one that we hear a lot about is like self-publishing, right? So think KDP, Blurb, Ingram Spark, stuff like that, right? Where you can upload your stuff. You do it. You don't really have anybody guiding you or leading you. You have to find and know who you want on your team. So you have to be aware of all of the different steps and stages that you have to go through in order to publish your book. A lot of people don't know that. So you'll get stuff, people just try to throw something together, on Canva. Though it can be done, and it has been, and I've done it myself. If you're good with that type of stuff, you can get it done. But the designers, the formatters, there's a lot that goes into it. So you'll have to know who to pay. You'll have to know what you need to know so you don't get scammed, and all those types of things. And the timeline is yours. The creative control is completely yours. And yeah. So that's the self-publishing. Another one that we have is like vanity publishing, which typically they don't have a good name. A lot of people think they're like scams and stuff, but typically they charge you a lot of money. They charge you a lot of money, and they give you very little help in the process, but they do the publishing and stuff like that. And I've seen some books that have came out from vanity publishers, and I'd be wanting to say, like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I've had people ask me to redo their books, to re-edit their books because when they sent the manuscript, they did not get it edited. They said they had an editor on the team, but I don't know if they're inexperienced or they just don't do a lot with it. And I've had other people that said send it in as is, and that's how we're going to print it. We'll take care of all the rest, but we're not going to touch the manuscript. So you have to kind of be careful with the vanity. And I'm not saying they're all bad. I'm not saying that at all. And I know there are people out there that do it. So, but you just have to be selective and make sure that you're getting the highest quality because they're known for low quality, unfortunately. So, that's one of those things. Another one that we have is they have small presses out there as well. So smaller presses are a smaller group of people, maybe have a few on their team, and they really are concerned with the quality of the book. They're very selective on the authors, and they typically choose certain genres. And all publishing companies are not created equal. Let me say that. Neither are all editors, neither are all writers. So a lot of people work in certain genres. So you have to know what their strength is. You cannot give a technical writer a personal story because it'll come out like a transcript or something, all right? I've seen that as well and had to go back and redo some things and turn it into like a story. You can't give a personal, somebody that's, say, leadership is their thing and they want it from a experience perspective. You don't want to give that person a technical manual for them to do because they're probably not skilled in that. All right. So that's just to let you know. But those are small presses. They usually have a certain genre. So you need to research that. And they're very selective on who they deal with. All right. They also have university presses that if you do technical stuff, then you probably want to go to a university press. So Chicago, there's a bunch of them. Universities typically have a press that you can go, and they help with scholarly stuff, technical stuff, you know, all that stuff. And then they also have like print on demand. So you have your book babies and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys, Lulu, are familiar with those, but those are print on demand and stuff like Book Baby. They also provide like the marketing and print on demand. If you don't know, if you don't want to buy a big bulk, which you don't have to do, KDP and those type of Ingram Spark, you can also do. It's also like a print on demand as well. So some of them are kind of mixed, but print on demand simply, you can print your book for a little amount of money. You don't have to make a big investment, and you can literally print one book at a time if you wanted to. But they also have different programs, like I know specifically Book Baby, where you can just send in a manuscript and they would just print it. They have one where they do the marketing and all that for you. Then they have another program where you can do editing, and they're different price points. So it depends on what you want, all right, what you're looking for. That depends on, or that determines the type of printing company, publishing company that you want to look for. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of information on that, just to let you guys know that you have to do your research when you are trying to publish a book. You want to be able to get in there, but a lot of people don't know what to look for, which is why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm giving these tips so that you can make an informed decision, and that your story, which is going to be in the world of literary works forever, is put out there in a good way. Who doesn't want their name, people to remember their name in the best way? Not I got this book and girl, because I've seen some that I could never refer, because of the amount of mistakes right off the jump. Like, when it's very hard to read, or one paragraph lasts 5-6 pages. Where they do that at, I don't know, but it happens, and they print them like that because if their job is. So long story short, I am going to be doing a series of things that new authors, because I know that there are a lot of authors that are several time authors that are still, they don't have the information that they need to choose the people who are going to produce the highest quality work for them. So I am going to give you guys some tips and tools so that you know what to look for, who to have on your team, what questions to ask, whether you're doing a single book yourself, whether you're part of an anthology, whether you're, partnering with somebody else, collaborating, the different types of press. So I'll teach you guys more, but I am also going to be doing some courses here coming up very, very soon, so that I can spend time with the people who want to invest in themselves and who really, really want to write a book that will be memorable, that they'll be proud to promote for years and years on time. I'm not doing it right now, but that is to come in the works. So I really want to work with those people and help them to put something out there they'll be proud of, that their children will be proud of, that they can, send for Christmas gifts and be like, y'all, this not just I'm an author just because I'm an author, but I really have something to bring to the world. So be on the lookout for that. But until then, you can check out my TikTok, you can check out my YouTube, you can check out my Instagram, Facebook, whatever. I'm trying to put all the little tips everywhere so that everybody can benefit. So I hope this helped for those of you who are unsure. And like I said, right now I'm doing a 7 things new authors need to know to save time and money. So over the next 7 days, I'm going to be putting up videos for that. After that, it'll be another thing. And I have committed to provide value to the people who have supported me, who are on my pages, because I think it's important to do that. God has gifted me, and there's no shortage of information in the world. So why am I hiding it, hoarding it for myself? It doesn't make sense. So I'm just not going to be in that number of people. And again, those who want to dig deeper, who want to do more, I will be doing courses so that you guys, and it's going to be an investment. Like I said, I'm not doing it right now, but it will be an investment. But I want to help you guys as much as possible, because I'm tired of seeing stuff that I just cringe at. I'm sorry to say it that way, because I believe everybody should be able to put out the best work, and that you know what to look for, you know what to ask for, you know you know, who to have in your corner, or you know who to go to and say, is this right? You know what I mean? So that you produce the highest quality work you can. So anyway, all right, y'all. I hope this was helpful, and like, share, send it out, do whatever. I don't care. No, I do care. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But I hope this helps you guys out a little bit. All right. Take care.